it's unacceptable that like your CRM data is bad. So it is becoming like more and more important. And so I think that maybe the input for like CEOs and CROs around this is that it used to be that like rev ops, sales ops, marketing ops were more like process people. Now they're becoming like front and center, and like go to market ops is like so important. And so if you keep having like process people, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And like you need to want like builders. You want to like, I'm worried when I present. I mean, like you don't need to buy skills, but like if I present something that can meaningfully solve your problems, I want you to ask me tons of questions, challenge me. And instead, like when I see and present this to people that say, oh, okay, like, but 20 minutes before when I ask them about what their main problems are, like it's like, oh, the CRM data is bad. Like the typical, oh no, data is terrible. Oh, we have like so many data sources, we don't know what to do. Okay, you should like solve that problem, because if you don't, like maybe don't buy skills that way. If you don't, like in a year, you don't have a job. So, you know, I think that that's the problem. If like you still have not builder, but like process people. I
Yeah.
think that like the teams that we've seen successful in this category of rev ops, sales ops is like, oh, they're like building stuff.
You navigated that very well. And I think good leaders and good CROs and CEOs get it and are evolving the organization and how they think about things to be thinking about go to market in a much different light these days.
What I'm actually gathering from this is that the company's culture will change because of the more focus around the data quality and revenue operations, go-to-market operations. These teams will contribute more in the financial output.
Switching gears a little bit, are there two or three companies that you want to give kudos to that you think are doing some cool things in the space?
Okay. In the space, I'm very intrigued by RB2B.
Mhm.
We're testing it for us. It's a little bit sketchy, but it is interesting. You cannot use RB2B in Europe, for instance,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know this tool.
you
Yeah.
know, but it is quite interesting at this level for our company. So like RB2B, we built a workflow around RB2B. So like we get the visitor on our website, and then like, it triggers one of our workflows. And if the lead is good, it gets to me, gets to like all of the people in the go-to-market teams, like, well, then we'll visit, so there is a whole thing. It is very inaccurate, meaningfully sometimes, but it is interesting. And I do think that like it's in this whole mold of like personalization. I want to know who, I want to personalize my catering and delivering and all of that. I have to say thank you to Clay also, because I think that meaningfully, we talked about like the cost of marketing. We saw a meaningful change in our progression revenue wise and like investor interest after they announced the big round in July or June, whenever it was. And it's because like, they are like now like more visible, they're spending the dollars and all of that. And like this idea that you do need orchestrating data, you do need to clean up your data, you need to do better targeting. It's, you know, valuable for me because it opens up roads. Somebody else is spending those dollars to clarify and open in the market.
Category creation and their
Right.
ability to really define that. They came out of, I feel like, nowhere. Like I never heard of them and then I never stopped hearing about them.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, why not? I'll appreciate them as well.
I like that. I'm going to put you on the spot again. Do you have top 3 tips on your topic of choice? Maybe it's around like data integrity or DevOps or whatever it may be.